Hello everyone. My name is Aditya Kumar and currently I am pursuing my minor in CSV Advanced Technologies by IIT Mandi. As a part of the program, I have created a project named Library Management System. So let's go to the project. Here we have created models.py where West defines the core data structure using Python's data class for simplicity and the readability of the program. In the data class book, we have defined the different types of formats being used, like ISBN is being used in the format str, titles, uh, title is in the format of string, author is string format, copies in end format, and copies available in the end format. And the member represents a single registered user, student, or the facility, where member ID is stored in the format of string, name is stored in the format of string, password has is used in the format of a string, email is stored in the format of a string, and the joining date is stored in the format of date. And the loan represents the transaction when a member borrows a book. In the class loan ID is stored in the format of int, member ID is stored in the format of a string, ISBN number is stored in the format of string, issue date is being stored in the format of date, due date is stored, and return date is optional date. Let's move to the storage.py. In storage.py, we have imported CSV, OS, JSON, and from models, we have imported book, member, and loan. We have imported date time from date time, and we have imported list from typing. And from configuration, we have imported books file, members file, loans file, and date format. Date format is basically a centralized date format that converts the date format into YYY, and DD format. Okay, we have specified the date where the files will be saved, uh, where the files will be saved. There are various key functions in storage.py, like save books, where we will be saving the books. There are load books where where we store the books so that we can issue or lend them to the members, and there are load books which reads or slash writes the book records. Load members and slash save members, it reads and writes the members data, like who as a member is registering themselves. And load loans and save loans. Here are the load loans and save loans. Load loans and save loans manage all the borrow and return of the books. And action log. Action log basically logs for admin, like who did what and when. This module ensures data persistence without a real database. Let's go to the main.py. Main.py. Main.py is the starting point of the app, responsible for initial menu to select user role, like how do we wish to log in, like we wish to log in as the librarian or the member or the admin. And routing users to the respective menus, like if I log in as a member, I will be directed to the member menu. If I log in as the librarian, I will be directed to the librarian menu. And if I log in as an admin, I will be directed to the admin menu. And loading sessions info, like who is logged in, and exit if I wish to exit from the there. Then we move to the uh, auth.py. The auth.py handles the user login and member registration. Like we have imported bcrypt from date time, we have imported date and time data. From models, we have imported the member, and from storage, we have imported load members, save members, load loan, and save form date format. Like here, the hash password. Here, the password is saved in the hash format uh, for the security purpose, so that no one can see the original data, original password. Like, and we have checked password which matches the user entered password with the stored password. So to make sure that the member who is logging in is the real and authenticated member, we have generate new member id here. Generate new member id basically when new member registers in when a new member registers, it assigns a member id directly to the member. And here is so due date reminders, like if someone borrows, if someone has borrowed a book, uh, if someone has borrowed a book, so it will, when he will log in the when he will log in the system, this will automatically show the that he has borrowed the book, and date when he has to return. And and then we have registered member. This creates a new member and saves it. This creates a new member and saves it. Basically, we have, while registering a member, he will have to input his name, his email, and then he will have to password. Then he will have to re-enter the password to make sure that he has entered the correct password. And if the password doesn't match the confirmed password, it will be printed as like passwords do not match, and then member ID will be generated automatically by the system, and the password is saved in the format of hash date. And join date, when join date, we have where the date is formed, where date is saved as the current date. Now member ID is stored in the member slash ID, name and name, password, hash, email, and other things. And when the and now we have login, where add different roles. Okay, if the role is of member, if you log in as member, so these are the things. When we log in as librarian, where the email is there, this, and the password is this. And then we have admin login, where the email is this and the admin pass is this. And when the email and the password is entered correctly, it will print like admin logged in. We have used the bcrypt for secure password hashing. Then let's move to librarian.py. Librarian.py, this provides the menu and features available to the librarians. Like when a librarian logs in by entering his email id and the password, a menu is shown to him. What the menu shows to him is add book, remove book, where the librarian can add a book, where the librarian can remove a book, he can issue a book, he can return a book. And overdue list means which member has not returned the book on the assigned date. And then register member, the librarian itself can register a member, and he can delete a member and then log out. Okay, let's go through each and everything. Add book, where he will where he will he will be adding the book as ISBN number, title, author, and then total, where total number of books will be saved. Remove book and issue book. The librarian can view all the books. He can add new books or update stock, issue books to the member, and return books, marks, and view all loan history. And all the librarian actions are being saved in the Excel logs. Okay, like, and let's move to the member.py code. This member.py code gives members access to browse slash search books, that whether they are available in the stock or not. And if they are available, then the members can borrow books, and they can also that their loan history, like which books have they have rented, and see the reminders for due or overdue books. This code makes sure that the members cannot borrow more than once and borrow unavailable books. Like if a member has already borrowed the book, he cannot issue the same book again until unless he has returned the book already. Okay, and then let's move to the admin menu. Admin menu, where we will be logging as the admin. And the admin menu, we have admin dashboard, like the admin can see the registered members, like which members have been registered in the system. The he can see the books that has been issued. He can see the return books. The admin can see the overdue loans, like who have not returned the books yet, and the admin can see the Excel logs. Okay, so this is how it works. And then we have config.py, which is the configuration, which gives the configuration. It stores constant and file paths used by the other files. Okay, like book files, member file, loans file, and these are the file location. And date format controls consistent date format through the whole system. Centralizes these things, avoid duplication and hard code paths. And then data folder, where all the data are being saved, like books.csv. Here we have saved the books ISBN number, book name, the writer, and number of books available, and total number of books here. Loan.csv, like loan ID, we have a member ID, like who borrowed the book. We have the ISBN number of the book, like which books was borrowed. And we have the issue date, we have the due date, like when the book needs to be returned, and the return date, that when the book was returned. And then members.csv, where we have saved name, member ID, password, which is being stored in the hash format, mail ID, and then on which date the member joined. Okay, and then we have requirements.txt, which where we are needed to install bcrypt using the line pip install bcrypt. Okay, okay, let's run the code. So we will be registering as a member first. Okay. Name. Let's enter Ravi. Email ravi@gmail.com. Password RAVI123. RAVI123. Okay, member. As you see that member has been registered successfully, and the member ID has been assigned by the system itself. Okay. Now let's log in as a member. So ravi@gmail.com. Password ravi123. ravi123. Sorry. We have entered. So we are welcome Ravi. Here we see welcome Ravi is printed, and the member dashboard is being shown. I entered the invalid choice. So let's enter. Let's enter the choice that we wish to search the catalog. Before that, let's see, as we enter, we can see here that in members.csv, here the new member that we just registered is has been saved. Okay, now let's search the catalog. Here I have designed the system in such a way that if you enter just the half the keyword, like if you don't know the whole book name or the whole writer name, you just enter the first few words and you can see, like let's see j.k, and you can see one result has been found, like Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling, and whose ISBN number is this, and number of copies available is 10. Okay, I can borrow book. So let's borrow this book, Control C and V. I have borrowed the book, and the due date of the to return the book is 31st of May 2025. Let's see my loans, and when we see my loan ID is 5, ISBN number, and this is the issue date, and this is the date when we need to return the book. Let's log out, and now let's log in as librarian. So let's enter that admin @library.com. Admin at the admin 123, and we have successfully logged in as librarian. And here the library dashboard, like if we wish to add a book, like let's add a book. Let's enter an ISBN number 9874563214321. uh, let's enter the book title, The Girl on the Train. Author, let's enter the author. Let's enter the author name as Aditya, and total number of copies 10. And you can see the book has been added successfully. And when we go through the books, here we can see that the book has been successfully added. And since in the last time we have borrowed a book, we can see that we have in loan ID has been created where there is a loan ID, member ID, ISBN number of the book, issue date, and due date. But return date is not being showed here because the book has not been returned yet. Okay, let's issue a book as from the librarian. Let's enter this ISBN number, and let's issue this book to S103. Member ID S103. And you can see then one new loan ID has been created. And let's see overdue list. As you can see, no overdue books are being sold because there is no any loan that has crossed the due date, so no overdue books are being is stored. And now let's try to return a book. When we try to return a book, it asks us to for the loan ID to return. So let's enter the loan ID, and you can see the book has been returned successfully. Let's log out, and now let's log in as library admin admin.com and admin pass, and we have logged in as admin. We can see the registered members. So here are the registered members, here are the issued books. Third, here are the return books, and no no overdue books found, and no Excel logs available. And let's exit. So this is my code, and thank you.